CosplayActionGames.com here, and today is day one of Denver Comic Con. I'm so thrilled to be here. Denver Comic Con will always be my home con no matter where I live. I live in LA now. Still my home con. I love it so much. And I'm doing some coverage for DCC TV, so that will be linked in the description so you can see all of my cool interviews and coverage that I'm going to be doing there. I have interviews with so many amazing people. I already did a video announcing all of that, and it's gonna be so amazing and awesome. And I'm going to give you guys my cosplay scavenger hunt list in a minute. This is the con where I found one of my most obscure cosplay scavenger hunt cosplays, and so I'm hoping that luck will carry out throughout all of the Denver Comic Cons. But yeah, I've been to every single one, and I love it so much, and I'm super excited to be back in Denver for Denver Comic Con.
Let's talk a little bit about some cosplay scavenger hunting.
Yeah, remember last time we did this, or not last time, but at CRAF?
One time, yep.
Where we just kept finding people on our list.
Like back to back to back to back,
right?
yeah.
We couldn't finish it because we kept finding people.
Okay, so who's on your list?
Who's on my list?
Yep.
Number one, which is a new edition. They're relatively the same every con, but my new edition is Night Vale cosplayers.
Oh, Night
the
Vale,
ones I can
awesome.
recognize. I'm not very far.
I'm going for a lizard boy.
Yes.
I want to find the actual lizard boy. I want to find a Captain Jack.
I agree.
Because since you're doing the John Barrowman interview, I'd like to find a Captain Jack and ask him if he has a question that he would want to ask John Barrowman, and then we can ask that question by proxy, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think if we see any Overwatch cosplayers,
I don't know, maybe.
I'm not going to put that on the cosplay scavenger hunt because we're going to see like a billion of them.
Yeah.
But I think if we see Mercy or Diva cosplayers, we should ask them, let them know that you're going to talk to them, and we're doing that today, so that would have to be early. But then you can kind of ask them if they have questions that they would ask.
Yeah, I'm looking for a Lumberjane since Kat is going to be here.
Oh, Lumberjanes would be excellent.
Yes.
Maybe a Piggy and Pug.
Yeah, how would you do a fursuit?
I think there's I was reading in some of the message boards, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Garfield fursuiter here to see Jim Davis.
Okay, can I please?
Which would be pretty awesome.
The Deals Wizard.
No, not the although he doesn't look like Garfield, right?
Yeah,
he looks like literal Garfield.
Canonically literal Garfield.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if Jim Davis knows about Garfield the Deals Wizard.
I think you're going to ask him that.
I am.
Okay, so who else are we looking for?
We are looking for, I'm trying to eliminate things because all the stuff that I'm into has gotten really big recently, and I'm so proud of it.
Yep.
Obscure fandoms.
How about Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson. Wink. Wink.
We have inside information that there's going to be a Thomas Jefferson here.
The actual literal Thomas Jefferson.
That is on our cosplay scavenger hunt for sure.
He's coming back to life, and he's coming.
And I think you'll be amazed at how good this Thomas Jefferson's going to be.
It's so, I've seen him a little, it's going to be so cool.
Can't wait. All right, who else?
Who else? I'm going for the usual musicals, so like Be More Chill, Heathers,
yeah. Be More Chill would be cool.
I'm adding Mean Girls onto there.
Mean Girls would be good, yep.
SpongeBob.
Oh, SpongeBob would be really funny to see a group of SpongeBob cosplayers.
Oh, you bet. I really hope that happens. So yeah, the musicals that I'm into, all of that.
A tomboy.
Tomboy, of course, always. Let's see. I'm going through the track tags on my Tumblr in my head.
Adventure Zone, of course.
Well, yeah, Taz. Always Taz. Taz. I think Taz would be very valid, and also any McElroy property.
Sure. So let's go with the whole like YouTuber thing too, like in general, like the Kawaii-chan thing that you found before.
Yes.
That's just a general YouTube. Okay, cool. So there's our cosplay scavenger hunt. We'll get as many interviews with those guys as we can, and we'll let you know when we find one. Yeah?
Absolutely.
All right, off we go. My arm's getting tired.
Yes. So we just finished with interviews for the day. Finally, it took quite a while. We had 3 today. We have like 5 tomorrow, so that's gonna take a while, but it was all super amazing conversations, and I had a great time with everybody, and now we're gonna go hang out with friends and try and get some cosplayer interviews. So I'm here with this amazing Thomas Jefferson cosplayer who I definitely had the idea for. But first of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking a couple minutes to let me interview you.
Absolutely, happy to. I have wanted to be interviewed by you for so long now.
Yay! Oh, it's amazing. I can't believe I haven't done it yet. But like, first of all, did you make your cosplay yourself?
I did. I did have a little bit of help from a friend of mine in patterning it, where we took a pattern and had to lengthen it to be able to get for the full length of the coat. But beyond that, I did all of the sewing, cutting, the selection of the materials, all of that myself.
That's insane. What was the hardest part of making it?
The hardest part, honestly, so pants and doing an actual fly-on pants.
Oh, wow.
Oh my. Beyond that, the little things of actually having to make the cuffs float a little bit for all the buttons, being happy that I made working pockets, because working pockets are always a good thing.
Yes.
Always should have. So it's just little details, and being happy that I was able to bring in some of my 3D printing in with the buckles on my shoes and things like that. Yes.
Wow.
Because I always wanted to use my technology for all of my costumes.
Yes.
So that's a big deal.
That's so awesome. But yeah, how are you enjoying Denver Comic Con so far?
So far, it's been a lot of fun this year. I've been taking it very chill.
Yes.
Very much relax and just enjoy.
So I know you've been to Denver Comic Con for several years now. How does this year compare to the other years?
Interestingly enough, Comic Con's had its ups and downs throughout the years, kind of as it's been growing and more people have been coming. It feels good. Getting a badge and stuff was amazing this year. Waiting to come in after that, where it was like 10 o'clock, was a little like just big crowd. But otherwise, it's been going great. And honestly, the flow and being able to get people around has been good this year.
Awesome.
So I like it.
Yeah. So you've been to a lot of other cons as well. I was wondering, what are the pros of Denver Comic Cons that you don't get at other cons?
Good question. So Denver Comic Con is definitely one of the biggest conventions here in Colorado. And it gives you a different feel from a lot of the other conventions around here in that you get a bit of everything. Every kind of geek shows up. But because it's Comic Con, you get a lot of people who don't show up at a lot of the more niche conventions.
Yeah.
When I go to anime conventions that are very specific, or sci-fi and things like this, you kind of get everything at a Comic-Con, which is really neat about it. And because of that and how big it is, we get so many great dealers and vendors and people like that. So stuff that you just won't see at a lot of the other conventions here. So that's big.
What is your favorite vendor you've seen so far?
Oh gosh. So I've been doing the Blitz. I've been running around trying to look at everything I can as fast as I can. I don't know, I love the artwork.
Yes.
And there are some that I feel should be showcased on a wall in canvas, in ink, that are such just wonderful works of art that I want and can't afford them all. And so some of those are the ones I gravitate towards. And of course, anything that has maybe, I don't know, a little bit of Hamilton in it.
Yep. It's great. What is your favorite cosplay you've seen besides your own?
So actually, what was it? There was a gal downstairs by the cosplay stage. I don't know exactly what she was from, but she had one of the more intricate armor and gem pieces I've seen, with some big horns that came up. When I talked to her about it, was all EVA foam and such that she'd worked on with a lot of Warbler and other heat molding around it. And the key for hers, because big costumes are always fun, but it was the attention to detail and the real quality of like the individual pieces was so spot on. So it's just the workmanship blew me away.
That's amazing. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to come to Denver Comic Con for the first time?
I'm a little silly. I have the resources for it, so because I like to enjoy my conventions a little more, I make sure to come a day early and leave a day late, because then I'm here and I can take my time getting up, getting dressed. And when everything's done, I'm not rushing out trying to pack everything up to get out and check out of my hotel as the con's also going on and ending, so I will leave the next day. It costs a little more. It's an extra 2 nights for most people, but it just takes the stress away.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking a couple minutes to be interviewed.
I am very happy to. Thank you. Love to see you always, so thank you very much.
Okay, so that was Friday. It's just sort of a get your feet wet day, and I was busy most of the time with interviews. I'll be even more busy tomorrow. But yeah, it was absolutely awesome. We had a really cool cosplay interview with our friend Wayne, so shout out to him. He was absolutely amazing. We did a little bit of this cosplay scavenger hunt. I did see several tacos, 2 Cecils, and a Carlos, but and possibly a Severo, but maybe not. But we were not able to say hi to them because we were like walking to the interview room. But shout out to them. If you cosplayed any of those people today, then that was probably you, and you were awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to press the subscribe button down below to see more videos like this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.